spine-tingling. Chris Gunter, the most capped Wales player on the pitch today, was saying in the week he felt that could be one of the iconic moments for Welsh football. That anthem sung there, John Hart.
Do you know what, Rob? I don't know whether I enjoyed it more as a player or whether I'm sitting here as a fan. I got so passionate about it, and I used to look forward more to the anthem, actually, more than the game, Rob. I got that passionate about it. But wonderful anthem, sang by over 20,000 people in this stadium for Wales, maybe even more. 20,000 fans, incredible, what a noise. Now let's have a game to match the anthems.
So to the business, Wales, well, they suffered a real blow before the game. Wayne Hennessy, their vastly experienced goalkeeper, 58 times capped, is ruled out with a back problem. So what an opportunity for Liverpool's Danny Ward, the former Wrexham goalkeeper, just 22, makes his first start in just his third appearance in his national colours. The rest of the Welsh side, well, the three centre-backs, James Chester, Ashley Williams, Ben Davies, Chris Gunter and Neil Taylor, the wing-backs. Joe Allen will be alongside David Edwards of Wolves in the holding midfield roles. In front of them, Aaron Ramsey, Johnny Williams, and probably leading the line, we think, Gareth Bale. Slovakia have Matas Kozacic in goal. Across the back, Peter Pekarik, Martin Skrtel, Jan Dorica, Dusan Svento. The holding midfield player, Patrick Hoshowski. Just in front of him, Juraj Kuca and Marek Hamšík, their star player. Vladimir Weiss will be on one wing, Robert Mack will be on the other, and leader the line, Mikael Duris. The referee is Svein Oddvar Vorn of Norway. Wales in their huddle, in their red shirts and white shorts, with the vast majority of the crowd backing them. And Slovakia kick off in all blue. History in the making here in Bordeaux. The first time in 20 years two first-timers have met in an opening group game. Just wait for the starting whistle. Magnificent atmosphere. And if I look to my left, they're counting down the kick-off time on the big screens at either side. 3, 2, 1. Wales are appearing at a major championships for the first time since 1958. They finally arrived. The big question now, how long will they stay? Williams takes on the ball on halfway. Wales playing from left to right, red shirts, white shorts. And as we expected, John Hart, and Gareth Bale is up front. Skrtel has the ball in his own penalty area, the Slovakia captain. Hamšík, first touch for him, the Napoli playmaker. He's given the ball away to Joe Allen, midway inside the Slovakia half on BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live. Euro 2016 coverage of Group B, Wales against Slovakia. Alongside me, former Wales striker John Hartson.
Yes, Rob, you're right. Gareth Bale is playing up front in a lone sort of number 9 role. The onus will be on Aaron Ramsey and Johnny Williams to get as close as they can to Gareth Bale. And obviously Gareth will need supply. He's normally the man that's used to supplying balls into the box, but today in this particular game with him a little bit up there on his own up top, doesn't want to be isolated. The onus is on, as I said, Ramsey and Williams to get as close as Gareth and give him that support that he will need.
And Matas Kozacic, the first goalkeeper in action, although Ashley Williams was a little too strong in the challenge there on Mikael Duris, who's one of the home base players. He plays in Plitzen. Slovakia qualified from a group which included Spain, the holders, who they beat. And they really did their work early on, won their first 6 games in qualifying, and then won one of the last 4. but they're on a good run and they're going forward now, and they're into the penalty area. But a good challenge by James Chester of West Bromwich Albion in that three-man centre-back line. John Hartson.
Yeah, it was a good challenge from Chester. Needed to do it as well. The player was a lovely ball through from Duris into Mack. Chester it was strong in the challenge. Great for a centre-back to make a good early challenge in the game. That'll do his confidence the world of good.
2.5 minutes gone, goalless here in Bordeaux. Lovely stadium. Looks as if it's on stilts from the outside. A good touch from Aaron Ramsey again, but Hamsik robs Bale, drives towards the Wales penalty area. Hamsik going all the way. Ward comes out, and a brilliant goal line clearance from the retreating Ben Davies. Ward was beaten by the towering Hamsik. He really did maraud through that defence, but Ben Davies somehow got back.
Yeah, brilliant from Hamsik, the Napoli playmaker. Skips past 3 or 4 Wales players, and if they're not there, Ben Davies gets back on the goal line and clears it off the line for the Slovakia corner. Brilliant from Hamsik, great clearance from Ben Davies.
Corner to Slovakia, headed out by Bale. Williams is furthest forward, ball comes to him, has to hold off Pekarik, goes to ground, no foul says the referee. Dave Edwards slides in, but Pekarik comes away with it, and Chester gets back there to just hold down Pekarik. Slovakia take the free kick quickly. Hamsik took a pot shot, Williams blocked it, and then Taylor's caught with a stray foot, and it'll be a Wales free kick. A frenetic start, John Hartson.
Yeah, Chris Coleman's out of his technical area. He's pointing at the referee. He just feels there's been a few heavy challenges from the Slovakian players on the Welsh lads, and the referee has waved play on, which is fine, but it's got to work both ways. He's given Slovakia a couple of free kicks, a few challenges come in from the Wales players on Slovakia. Let's make it 50-50. Refs have a fair game. That's what Chris Coleman is complaining about.
Well, Wales had a taste of this against Sweden in a friendly they lost last weekend. As Ward, what a day for Daniel Ward. Clears the ball forward, Bale beaten in the air, high in the Slovakia half, and then Joe Allen commits a foul.
Already, Rob, after 3 or 4 minutes, Hamsik is causing absolute havoc. He's playing in behind the front. Durich, you know, he's very difficult to mark because he's sort of floating, and he's getting himself into areas where he can influence the game. Already shown, Hamsik went close early in the game, got great talent.
Weiss, the former Manchester City player, is robbed by Chester, but it's won back by Hamsik. Weiss makes ground down the Wales right, plays the ball inside to Duris. He can't hold it. Ramsey has the chance to keep possession, plays it back to Ben Davies of Spurs. This is Swansea City's Taylor, down left to Ramsey. Ramsey knocked it past Pekarik, but it's too long, and it's cleared away by Kozacic. 0-0, 5.5 minutes gone. 5 live on BBC Radio Wales at the European Championships. Allen floats the ball out to the right hand side. Gunter, chance to go past Weiss. Weiss stabs in a foot, throw into Wales midway inside. In fact, not too far away from the Slovakia penalty area.
Yeah, we're looking for big performance from Gunter and on the right and Taylor on the left. Them two players will need to supply us with our width. Try and play in the opposition's half as much as they can, but obviously to do that we need to keep possession well also this afternoon.
What to make of Aaron Ramsey's blonde hair, John?
Well,
you're going to worry about that.
I did that quite a few times, Rob, and my hair fell out, so that would be my advice to Rambo.
Too late now. Taylor with the throw for Wales down the left side. Bale gets a touch. Seen him run at the Slovak defence yet. Taylor complains that the throw-in should have gone his way. It's a Slovakia throw in their right back position. Peter Pekarik, the Hertha Berlin defender, will take it. It's cleared first time by Kucka. Once it's back into the Slovak half.
Well done, ref.
Williams is
out time, referee. The third one, he's given it on the third attempt.
John Harton roars his approval. Aaron Ramsey stands over this free kick. Now the defenders have gone forward. It's about 15-20 yards inside the Slovakia half. 15 yards in from the far side, the Wales left. Bale is furthest forward. The Slovakia defence being organised by Liverpool defender Martin Skirtle, the Slovak captain. They're keeping a line on the edge of the penalty area. Ramsey up against a one-man wall, floats the ball into the middle, keeper comes for it, only punches as far as Joe Allen, and it was played towards Ashley Williams, and I think Wales have won their first corner, have they? No, it's not, it's a free kick. It's still 0-0, 7.5 minutes gone on 5 Live and BBC Radio Wales.
Yeah, Wales, good ball in, keeper come. Yeah, it's not the best of clearances, he got half a fist to it. Good ball in from Aaron Ramsey, test the goalkeeper very early on, the Slovakia goalkeeper. Wales through all their big lads up there, Ashley Williams, Chester, Davis, and if the delivery is good today, Gareth Bale we know also is very good in the air. We've got to get good quality balls into their box. That might be a big asset for us today.
And as Matas Kozacic takes this goal kick, the Slovakian fans behind him, their section not full by any means, are bouncing up and down. No sitting down for them, they're too excited. This is their first European Championships, although of course there were many Slovaks in the Czechoslovakia team that won this competition in 1976. Indeed, 8 of the 11 players who played in the final were from the Slovakia half of Czechoslovakia. Ramsey makes a run forward. Ball given away, but Chester steps in on halfway, takes it away from Weiss, being pursued by Hamsik. Gunter has space on the right hand side. Bale waits in the middle. Square to Ramsey. Williams kicks it up centre field. Tries to drift past one, he's brought down, and I don't think that Horshovsky can have too many complaints about that free kick.
That's what Johnny gives you, Rob. Johnny Williams will do that. He's got a trick, he can glide past a player. Wonderful talent. Johnny Williams earns a free kick in a really good position for Gareth Bale. He's just to the right side of the Slovakia goal, about I would say 27, 28 yards out. What an opportunity for Gareth Bale. We know how well he can hit them.
No one else will be allowed to touch this. Gareth Bale, 7 of the 11 goals in qualifying, steps up, takes a couple of strides back, 3 or 4, one to the right. Williams and Chester tried to join the wall. It's Gareth Bale, steps up, hits it left-footed.
Yeah.
Oh, he scored! Bale for Wales! He runs away, together stronger, they're all in a group, and Bale scores after just 10 minutes. He's made his mark. The talisman has delivered. It's Wales 1, Slovakia 0. Just who else but the Golden Galactico?
Magnificent again from our talisman Gareth Bale. Not been in the game for 10 minutes, but boy does he make an impact. Brilliant free kick over the wall and to the keeper's right. I have to say, Johnny Williams, well done for winning the free kick. And actually Slovakia have started the game better. Who cares? Wales 1, Slovakia 0.
Well, what a start for Gareth Bale of Real Madrid. His first attempt at goal, he scores with a sumptuous free kick. Kozacic seemed to be clutching it as that ball went past it. It was swerving.
Well,
John
what
Hartson.
it is on the way that he hits it, Gareth, he sort of hits it with the top of his foot, and he gets all sorts of swerve on these balls that move around a lot, and it swerved and then flew in the back of the net past the Slovakian goalkeeper.
Edwards links with Williams. Real confidence in the Wales camp now. They lead by a goal to 0. The first goal for 58 years at a major tournament final for the Welsh nation. The last player to score in 58 was Terry Medwin in a 2-1 win over Hungary in the playoffs.
Wonder how many Welsh fans had a bet on Gareth Bale today to score the first goal. I wasn't involved because I don't bet, but I bet the bookies have been hammered today. Well done, lads, whoever backed it.
Unfortunately, I picked Antoine Griezmann in our sweeping work as top scorer.
What a start for Wales.
I might ask for a
Talk
recount.
about settling the nerves. Now they can get
Wales.
it down. Now they can get it down and start playing. Frustrate the Slovakians. play now past, confident with a goal up.
He said he wanted to do Wales proud. He said Wales weren't here just to enjoy the occasion. They were here to make an impact, and Bale has done that after just 10 minutes of Euro 2016. Hamsik drives at Wales again, but this time he runs into Joel and gives the ball away. And Ashley Williams found Johnny Williams, scored and gave him a nudge in the back, no foul. The Wales captain is across there again, this time to thwart Duris, and it's a goal kick, and it's Wales 1, Slovakia 0. Gareth Bale with his 20th goal for his country.
Just watching it again here on the replay. You know, it's not gone in the bottom or top corner. The goalkeeper's sort of gone one way, the ball has swerved and it's dipped, massive dip, and it's beat the keeper low down to his right. But credit to Gareth, hit the target, which he predominantly does with power and precision, and great goal. And again, who else but that man Bale.
Well, Slovakia beat Germany in a friendly a few weeks ago, so they know how to come back from a goal down as Ramsey crosses the ball into the box. They were actually trailing early on in that game, and then Hamsik scored a wonder goal, and they ended up comfortable winners. But they're trailing here 1-0 on BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live.
Well done, ref. Well done, referee. Slovakian player there clearly dived against Chris Gunter. Referee didn't buy it.
Yeah, that was Dusan Svento, plays his football in Cologne. Williams, Johnny Williams on the ball again, inside to Edwards. Allen of Liverpool spreads it crossfield to Davis, moving left, 15-20 yards inside the Slovakia half. The red shirts playing from left to right. Allen holds it up for Ramsey. Ramsey runs into traffic, but it breaks for Allen again. Allen drives it in across the box, finds Gunter. Gunter into Bale, edge of the penalty area. This time Hamsik is in quickly. The Mohican haircut was quickly on the scene, but they've struggled to get the ball away. Finally, the captain Skirtle puts his foot behind it, and then a clear attempt at a barge by Duris on Chester, and the referee spotted it that time. 15 minutes gone, 1-0 Wales.
Slovakia showing signs of frustrations here. Wales keeping the ball and the little spell, you know, a couple of fouls from the Slovakia players. That's what we need to do. They clearly look frustrated of going a goal behind, in particular after that wonderful start and what not good chance they had from Hamsik, and of course Ben Davies got back and cleared it off the line for Wales.
The Welsh fans are in fine voice as Wales leads here in Bordeaux. We'll go for a cricket update in a moment from Pat Murphy at the home of cricket as Chester threads the ball through to Williams, surrounded by blue shirts. Chester gets it back on halfway, looks up, Ramsey has made a run. Instead he spreads it out to the left-hand side. Taylor's got an awful lot to do, puts pressure on, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Pat Murphy with a cricket update.
England had lost 3 wickets for 5 runs when Hale's 30 and Bairstow came together at 68 for 3. The lead's 196, Rob.
Keep you up to date with that, of course, and there's full commentary on 5 Live Sport Extra. Don't forget, also on 5 Live, after this game, the build-up continues for England against Russia. The whole of that match live, also in Group B. And for Radio Wales listeners, I want you to give me a call. Call Rob 03700 100 110. You can text 81012. You can tweet at BBC Radio Wales. 16 minutes gone. Wales lead 1-0. And Gareth Bale scores against Slovakia, not for the first time. He scored his first ever goal for Wales against the same opponents.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Gareth there just prowling around the Slovakian defenders, just looking, can he nick it? Doing his duties, filling into that little hole when Slovakia have the ball. Not doing too much running, just getting across, using his football intelligence.
Williams chases back to his own penalty area. Oh, there's a bit of a mix-up. It bounces off Danny Ward. He's got away with it. It's bounced out for a throw-in. Slovakia take it quickly. Weiss inside to Hoshkovsky. It's moving forward with Hamsik. Hamšík and the AC Milan player Kucka are fulcrums in that Slovakian midfield, trying to build up slowly, but they're holding possession, and Wales are holding their line. Ball forward by Skirtle, cut out by Davis, who continues his run and gets supplied by Ramsey. Davis has gone an awful long way into the Slovak half. Williams, the goal scorer, Bale, Ramsey. And Chris Coleman directing operations on the side. His 32nd game in charge. It was his birthday yesterday. He's left the cake in Dinard, where Wales have been based this week. As Ramsey finds Gunter breaking forward, and the Reading fullback can't hold the ball. John
There's a good tactic actually from Chris Gunter. Just releases himself from that right back area. He charges forward past the Slovakian left back, and we know we have the talent in Allen and Ramsey to pick him out. A couple of times now the lads have tried it, they just overhit it. That time nearly a perfect ball. Gunter just takes a heavy touch out for a Slovakian goal kick.
So far so good for Wales, as Pekarik puts the ball forward, but free kick on Davis. That time it was Duris. He's got 4 goals at international level. They do have a problem up front. They don't have a prolific striker, really. Hamšík is their big threat, driving forward from midfield. And of course it took a Ben Davis clearance off the line to thwart him before Gareth Bale put Wales ahead. Bale wins back possession high up the pitch. Ramsey finds Williams. They slow it down now to bring in Davis. Allen touches it for Ramsey. Ramsey shoots right-footed, took a deflection straight into the midriff of Kozacic.
Yeah, all right, good play from Aaron Ramsey. Probably got the same yardage out as what Gareth Bale was for his free kick. Aaron tries his luck, but this time just couldn't get any big power on the shot. But confident start from Wales now, last 10 minutes with the goal. Shot on target from Ramsey.
Hamšík, he's had a brilliant season at Napoli, brings in Weiss. Weiss charges forward, drives it right-footed and into the sea of red shirts behind Danny Ward's goal.
Yeah, probably able to run inside there, a little bit too comfortable for me. You don't want to let Weiss come on his favoured right foot. Danny Ward in goal, but listen, if he keeps smashing it over the bar like he did then, he can do it all day. But I still feel Wales should look to close him down better than what they did.
They've got the goal, John. How will Chris Coleman feel it's going generally?
He'll be very happy, Rob. Of course, we had that scare at the start where Ben Davis did exceptionally well, but since the goal, we've looked very, very comfortable. Neither goalkeeper have been really worked since the goal. But Wales a bit more confident, getting a few more touches of the ball, and as I said, I think Chris will be delighted.
Wales only conceded 4 goals in qualifying. Only Romania and England conceded less. Spain 2, England and Spain conceded 3, Romania just 2. And it's often forgotten, John, isn't it, that the defence was a rock, a really solid part of that Wales qualifying campaign.
Oh, absolutely, Rob. Only 4 goals, as you say. Chris changed it after several games of being in charge from a 4 to the 3 centre-halves with the wing-backs. Just felt he could get Neil Taylor in the team. Of course, Ben Davis, naturally a left-sided player. He can get Ben as a left-sided centre-back. So they've been solid in this formation. So Chris made a little change, and it's working.
And they lead 1-0. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live in Bordeaux. Group B, Hamšík, tripped by Joe Allen. A long way out though. Hamšík may fancy his chances, but
seems a long way out. I would say 40 yards, right in the centre of the goal. Long way out this. I'm surprised if our goalkeeper Danny Ward, even making his first start, would get beat from here.
Well, it's Juraj Kucka who stood over it. It's at least 35 yards out. Kucka hits it and Ward watches it drift over the bar.
That's the difference, Rob. If you don't hit the target, you can't score. You know, Gareth Bale hits the target, ball swerves a little bit, and he gets his reward. That's twice. That's Weiss and Kucka, both attempts over the bar.
Ward, whose position tonight will be welcomed by Wrexham. They are going to get extra money for his transfer from Liverpool because he's playing in a competitive Wales game. As Bale leaves a free kick to Wales to lead 1-0. Free kick 10 yards inside the Slovakia half. Ramsey will take it. Short to Edwards. Ramsey again. Back to Chester. Williams. Across to Davis. Midway inside the Wales half. Back to Ward. Solid right-footed drive forward. Bale jumps, heads on for Gunter. Has space down the right-hand side. Gunter attacks the Slovakian penalty area. Has Ramsey inside. Cleared away though. Kurica was there, and Edwards allows it to go out for a throw. 1-0 Wales.
Yeah, Wales down this right-hand side. Gunter into Ramsey. Good attacking play.
Slight it forward for Ramsey at the byline. He picks it up, the Arsenal player. Back to Gunter near the corner flag. Curling cross deep beyond everybody, and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, not too damaging that. Chrissy Gunter looks to get forward, played a nice 1-2 with Aaron Ramsey, but his cross just went behind Slovakia's goal line. So it's a goal kick to Slovakia.
Kosacic with the goal kick. High over halfway, Williams wins it. Johnny Williams goes in pursuit. Skirtle easily wins the header, but Allen picks up the loose ball. Into Ramsey, slides it through to Allen again. Look for the return of Ramsey, Hamsik intervened. It's with Svento, Dusan Svento, but tracked back by Ramsey, who many people feel, John, owes Wales a game.
Well, you know, Aaron, he's we know he's a top midfield player. And, you know, at times you just think, you know, he can be a little bit wasteful in attacking areas. And we just believe in him so much, and we see him do it for Arsenal. And, you know, but there he got back really, really well. He always puts in a great shift for the team. But we know he's got great ability also.
Ball up to halfway. Williams penalised for a foul on Duris. Referee Sven Oddvar Moen of Norway, Champions League regular since 2011, fourth official actually in the Europa League final, in which Joe Allen was a substitute, of course, as Liverpool played Sevilla. Slovakia have it, trailing 1-0 on Radio 5 and Radio Wales. Simulcast for Euro 2016 at the Nouveau Stadio in Bordeaux. 42,000 capacity, and I'd say 25,000 or so are Welsh men and women. Taylor, strong challenge, caught Hamsik. No foul, says the referee. Taylor got the ball, Hamsik stays down, play goes on. Ramsey, left-hand side, 15 yards inside the Slovak half. And now the ball is put out as Hamsik writhes in agony, 10 yards inside the Wales half. Martin Skirtle has gone up to protest to the referee that that was a bad challenge by Taylor. John Hartson?
Yeah, he's caught him. Neil Taylor's caught to Hamsik there. On another day, the referee may well have done something about that, but he didn't see the follow-through. Taylor, studs came through on Hamsik's foot. So slightly fortunate there, Neil Taylor, to get one. I didn't think it was, you know, too far over the ball, but didn't look good when he showed the replay, did it?
Taylor will give the ball back, actually Williams does, from the throw-in, and it will be Durica to start again for Slovakia from his own half. Skirtle. Durica again, slides it up to Price on halfway, but again Chester's in quickly, breaks to Ramsey. Ramsey chips the ball infield to Bale, but he won't pick that up, just bounced away from him, and Handshake has it just inside his own half. Recovered from that rash challenge by Neil Taylor. Svento shows it to Handshake and then breaks over halfway. Inside to Hashofsky. Hashofsky brings in Skirtle. Hashofsky on the ball again. He plays a Plitzen. As Slovakia switch play to the left. Long ball forward looking for Duric. And
Duric has done, Rob, it's foul. That's all Duric has done. That's about 4th or 5th foul he's committed, the centre forward for Slovakia. It must be ever so frustrating for his manager. All he does is centre forward is foul.
So Ward will take this free kick 10 yards in front of the Wales penalty area. Just the 3 centre-backs in the Wales half at the moment as Ward looks long for Bale. Bale beaten in the air. Hamsik helps it up towards halfway. Davis returns it. Accurate header at the Gunter down the right side. Has the support of Ramsey. Lovely touch by Ramsey looking for Bale. And Durica got in strongly, and it's a Wales throw. And at the moment, John Hartson leading 1-0 on 5 Live on Radio Wales. Chris Coleman will be content.
Yes, he will, Rob. He'll be very content. You know, other than the early chance for Hamzic, Wales have looked really comfortable, particularly since the goal. Slovakia, you know, they've tried to play, they've tried to play around Wales. Wales's shape looks really, really good. Players are being disciplined. Joe Allen in particular is staying in there. Ramsey trying to get up alongside Gareth Bale. But Slovakia right now, for me, they look a team in shock that they're behind in this game.
England and Russia also in this group, of course. They play later. It's live on 5 Live. While on BBC Radio Wales, call Rob 03700 100 110. As Hashofsky brings the ball out of defence for Slovakia, leaves it to Skirtle. Skirtle, the balding captain of this team, 82nd cap today, here on a bright sunny afternoon in Bordeaux. Last night was just like a Welsh party. Bordeaux was more like Barry, both Wales and Bottle with them, wasn't it, John? It was sensational.
Sea of red, wasn't it?
It
Bordeaux
was
last night.
But there's work to be done here as Wales have to defend. Kutska makes a run through. Hamsik is just robbed by Chester, who's been dutiful so far. They've not cleared it away. Williams blocks the shot of Duris. Johnny Williams gets caught, and it's caught high by Hashofsky, and that will be a booking for Patrick Hashofsky. Let's get an update from the cricket and Pam Murphy.
81 for 3. Hales is 34. Bairstow 19. This after they lost 3 wickets for 5 runs. So the lead now is 209. Rob, I always associate red with Bordeaux.
Absolutely. There was a fair bit of that drunk last night as well, wasn't there, John? I think maybe more amber nectar than red, but
speak for yourself, Rob. I was all right.
No, so was I. The sparkling water is also fine in Western France. Clearance by Ward. If you're wondering why Danny Ward is getting so many mentions, it's because he's a late call into this side as the ball goes into the Slovakia penalty area. Johnny Williams shoved over by Skirtle. Well, Skirtle was nowhere near the ball. It was bouncing out for a goal kick. He's a lot bigger than Johnny Williams.
Johnny's just got up.
Yeah, Williams. As I said, he took a fair bit of that in Sweden last week. And it basically grabbed Williams, did Skirtle, to prevent him trying to keep the ball in. John Hartson.
Well, the linesman is on this side. Oh, yes, Skirtle's caught him an elbow.
He has.
off the linesman.
No foul though.
Don't know why.
It remains 1-0. Gareth Bale's 20th goal of the season. 20th goal for Wales. It's giving Chris Coleman's men the lead. And whisper it quietly, they look fairly comfortable at the moment, but there's a long way to go. 32 minutes gone. Ward allows the ball to roll into his 6-yard box, gets good purchase on a right-footed ball forward. Skirtle wins the head, but it bounces back towards his own penalty area. His centre-back partner Duritza made a bit of a mess of that. Bale goes down there to the D. Wales win it back, but partly because Dave Edwards was fouling. It's starting to get a bit tasty out there. John Harton,
yes, it is. But the referee's trying to take control of it. There's been a couple of tackles. He let Neil Taylor off with one. He left Skirtle off with one. That potentially could have been cards and a potential penalty for Johnny Williams from Skirtle. Certainly looked to throw his arm into Johnny Williams' face, and the linesman, who had a better view, did nothing about it on this side.
1-0 Wales. Taylor has to defend the ball, looking for Mack, who we've not seen too much of. Robert Mack. But Pekarik is forward down the right-hand side again, attacks Taylor. And he's run the ball out harmlessly for a throw-in, and Neil Taylor really didn't have to do much about that.
No, he didn't. Hashevich did Pekarik. But Weiss has gone into play off Duric. He's come off this left-hand side where Weiss started the game, so they're just trying a little different tactic here in Slovakia.
Williams just a wriggle away from Hutska, and did so. Ramsey on the ball in centre field. Bale spreads it wide to Gunter. Problem is, he looks up, Gunter. He's not too far away from the penalty area. Breaks towards it now. Bale is coming in from the left side. Deep cross. Taylor header. Tried to head it back. He's never scored for Wales, Neil Taylor. Couldn't find Dave Edwards with the header beyond the far post. But Wales have it again. Edwards heads down for Ramsey. This is good play. Ramsey, the Arsenal playmaker, darts and weaves, goes back to halfway, brings in the captain, Ashley Williams. Approaching 10 minutes to half time. Wales lead 1-0 on 5 Live and BBC Radio Wales. England, Russia to follow on 5 Live.
Good play from Wales, Rob. They're just popping it about. They look confident. You know, getting lots of passes in.
Neil Taylor, he hasn't scored for Wales. He's not scored a goal since a goal I saw for Wrexham against Grays Athletic in 2007. Took it well, John.
Did he?
Okay. He did. Hamsik on the ball, always a threat when he has it. This time he does pick up Robert Mack. Back to Hamsik, maybe inside the Wales half. Allen goes to meet him. The Napoli player moves left. Brings in Weiss. Weiss attacks Edwards onto his right foot. Tries to slide it through to Hamsik, but it was cut out by Chester. Chester does Bale breaking left if he looks. Holds it up instead, and he's almost lost it. In fact, he has to Hamsik, but he's won it back really well. Tony Pillis, his West Brom manager, is watching this. He'll be proud of that, being a proud Welshman himself. Now Wales break onto the attack with Taylor. Leaves it to Bale, midway inside the Slovakia half. Ponytail swishing behind his head. Tries to play a little 1-2 with Ramsey, loses it. But Edwards wins it back. He's playing the Ledley role. Bale again. Picks out Williams, too short that time. And Pekarik wins the free kick inside the last 10 minutes of the first half here in Bordeaux. And after waiting 58 years for a chance at this level, Wales, through Gareth Bale, lead 1-0.
Well, yeah, Slovakia, when they get into Wales' defensive third, Rob, they run out of ideas. They're okay up to there in Hamsik and Weiss and Mack. But when they get in and around Wales' penalty area, Wales just seem to be defending well, look really, really strong, organised. Just they can get in at half-time at 1-0. What have we got? 9 minutes before half-time plus stoppage, injury time. Chris Coleman will be delighted if they can get the boys in at half-time in front.
And you said earlier, John, that Mikael Duric, the Plitzen player, was fouling quite often. Kevin Ratcliffe is just the former Wales captain, a defender himself who knew a bit about fouling. Reckons that's 5 or 6
persistent fouling, and the referee's not doing nothing about it. Only showed the one yellow card, of course, and that was to a Slovakia player.
Enlad Banhada in Bordeaux. Is there a sweeter sound? Well, Davis has made a mistake in the midfield. He's lost the ball, but again Edwards is there.
That's what they've done, hunting in packs. You know, they're not going on their own. There's a player in midfield. The defence are pushing the midfield in. The midfielder's pushing Johnny Williams in. Then Aaron Ramsey's following. They're closing down. Wales' work rate is terrific.
And they're leading 1-0 thanks to Gareth Bale's splendid free kick. 2/3 of the pitch in shadow now. Hamšík tries to move Slovakia forward, but Ramsey's there and robs him, and Allen finds Bale on halfway and looks back inside for Allen. Johnny Williams is breaking left. Allen drives through the middle, picks out Ramsey right. Only Allen and Williams in the middle, and Ramsey is I don't think there was a natural target now. In fact, neither of those, they're probably the two smallest players in the Wales team. Ramsey had nothing to hit, so played her up for a goal kick.
He's having a little wry smile there to himself, Robbie. Just feels he probably made the wrong decision there, but Ramsey's been terrific. Wales's work off the ball is what's really, really impressive. In possession, yes, they've kept it really well. They've frustrated Slovakia, but without possession, they are working so hard, and they're going to have to keep this up for 90 minutes, to possibly get a victory here.
Well, Williams and Duris again come to grips with each other. No foul that time, says the referee. Gunter hurriedly clears downfield and out for a throw into Slovakia, who are ranked 24th in the world, just 2 places above Wales. They left out their record scorer Robert Vitek, and of course they are used to major championships. They played in the 2010 World Cup. They knocked out Italy before losing in the last 16 to the Netherlands. And 10 of the players in their squad were playing in that tournament, but they've got work to do here. Easy ball from
up to Wales' defensive third. Neat and tidy Slovakia, but when they get there, they run out of ideas. They're looking to thread balls through. There's no movement from them. And Wales, I have to say, defensively outstanding. Other than what, in the first 2 or 3 minutes, when Hamšík got clear, great goal line clearance from Ben Davies, Wales have not looked in danger.
John Hartson, the former Wales striker, alongside me here at Bordeaux. Group B of Euro 2016. Earlier on today in France's Group A, Switzerland beat Albania 1-0, whose captain was sent off. So they are leading the way with France. And you would have been purring at Dimitri Payet, your old club West Ham's player.
For West Ham.
The goal he scored last night, sensational.
Magnificent talent is Payet.
But Bale has scored a goal to equal that maybe today, and hopefully just as telling. Inside the last 5 minutes of the first half, Wales lead 1-0. Ramsey chasing possession. In fact, he's left on his backside in midfield as Weiss got away. Hamšík tried to wriggle through. Taylor is strong, fires the ball out towards Bale. Robbed though by Hashowski, picked up by Pekarik. Weiss into the Wales penalty area. First time shot by Hamšík, hooked away by Ashley Williams, the Wales captain. Now Slovakia tried to finish the first half with a flourish. They trail 1-0. Wales chasing possession, forced them to play it quickly forward. Picked up by Hashowski, the holding midfield player in the centre circle. Hashowski again. Wide to Kucka. Kucka, little pirouette, half turn. Hamsik robbed by Ramsey. How many times have we said that in the first half?
Well, their build-up is good. They're finishing the half strong, Slovakia, but they just can't get through.
Here comes Hamsik again, inside right position, up to Duris, runs into Allen. Johnny Williams will get there first. Plays it back to Ben Davis. Bale. Oh, he tried to spray it left to Taylor, but it was just behind the Swansea City player. These are crucial last few minutes of the first half for Wales, who lead 1-0 in Bordeaux. 42 minutes on the clock. Not much added time. Weiss down the Slovakian left, up against Ramsey. Onto his right foot, moves inside. Ramsey stabs in a foot, couldn't make the tackle. Weiss picks it up again into the Wales penalty area. Now he plays it left to Svento. Svento into Weiss. Ramsey gets goal side. And Weiss's low cross is picked up by a reasonably untroubled Ward in the Wales goal at the near post.
Yeah, Slovakia
there though.
Yeah, it was a little decent spell for them, but again trying to score, the perfect goal and trying to work it around 1-2's movement, but trying to roll it in the back of the net. And nobody got a shot away. And Duris, for me, the striker that Slovakia got, Rob, I don't know what they have in reserve, but he's done nothing all half. He's fouled, he's given the ball away. Wouldn't be surprised if Slovakia make a change.
We shall see. As the clock ticks down. And you hear from the Slovakian supporters in this really well-appointed stadium. Cost 146 million to build. They had to delay opening it because of local protests. Had a few of those in France this week with tram strikes and various other industrial actions, but the fans seem to have got here in their numbers, certainly from Wales. And they're watching Slovakia trying to end the half with a goal to move themselves level. They win their second corner. It's down the left-hand side. These are key moments of this Welsh defence. Weiss will swing it in right-footed. Skurdl is up from the back. Wales are suspect at set pieces. Dorita's also got up. Weiss takes the corner. Ward came for it. Bale beat him to it. Strong header by the Real Madrid player. Out to the left-hand side. Picked up by Robert Mack. Hassled by Allen. Hamsik now looks to turn back towards the penalty area. Good cross in for Skurdl, and Ward watched it go past his far post, and the two Liverpool players were staring eye to eye then, John Hartson.
Yes, it was actually Hamsik with a wonderful ball in. Skurdl just times his run to perfection and is inches away from a touch from Skurdl. Danny Ward will say that he had it covered.
Would you believe him?
Well, yes.
1-0 Wales lead, approaching half-time on BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live. Don't forget England-Russia on 5 Live to follow, minute of added time. And also, of course, commentary on Northern Ireland's opener against Poland on 5 Live tomorrow from 5 o'clock. And after this game on Radio Wales, call Rob 03700 100 110. Text 81012, tweet at BBC Radio Wales. The dying seconds of a memorable first 45 minutes of European Championship finals action for Wales. Of course, lit up by a brilliant free kick from Gareth Bale. Who else, you might say? 6 goals in his last 7 starts for Wales. He really is a talisman as Davis robs possession. Oh, he's going a long way, Ben Davis. Bale hits it first time. And Kozacic is right behind it, and a relieved man. Didn't really catch it, Bale.
No, but great play from Ben Davis again. Not only winning the ball, but making up yards, charging forward. Slips it to Gareth Bale, who just can't quite execute what he would have wanted to do. But great first half for Wales.
The half-time whistle goes, and it's really good news for Wales in Bordeaux. At the moment, the red shirts can celebrate because their main man, Gareth Bale, has made all the difference. His 20th goal for his country, his 6th in his last 7 starts. It was a sumptuous free kick, and that's made all the difference. Wales are back at this level for the first time in 58 years, and they're making it count so far. Half-time in Bordeaux, Wales 1, Slovakia 0. Thanks very much. Welcome back to Bordeaux. John Harton alongside me as the Slovakia players start to emerge from the tunnel way down below us. John, what will Chris Coleman have been saying to his troops at half-time?
Well, keep it tight. No need to go gung-ho whatsoever. We don't need to force this game at all. Gareth Bale will keep being he'll provide the threat for us, just in and around that halfway line. We just need to keep it tight, as I said. Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything in terms of taking on big passes and just lapses of concentration. Stay with it. We've got the advantage with a goal up. I don't think we can sit for 45 minutes. We'll need to provide a threat. But in Bale and Johnny Williams, we've got that in abundance. So pretty much a bit more of the same, Rob.
And you were making the point in the first half that Wales have done really well when they haven't had possession.
Yes, they've worked extremely hard. In particular, Aaron Ramsey, Joe Allen has been excellent. And obviously Gareth got us the goal, but defensively we've been so tight. Slovakia, there is no way through for them. They played on the edge of Wales's box, but nothing for Danny Ward to do, not even a single shot to save. Okay, Hamzik in the first couple of minutes went through. Ben Davies did brilliant for us, but other than that, Slovakia decent on the eye, but no real threat.
So no changes at half-time. Wales have Danny Ward in for the injured Wayne Hennessy in goal across the back. It's Gunter right wing back, Chester Williams, Davis and Taylor, Allen and Edwards. In front of them, Ramsey, Jonathan Williams, and the goal scorer Gareth Bale. Wales kick off playing from right to left. No changes for the Slovakia side either. Give you theirs in a second. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live at Euro 2016, the first Group B game. Wales leading 1-0, looking to make history in Bordeaux. As Chester looks for an angled crossfield ball out to Taylor. The Slovakian side, Kozaček in goal, Pekarik, Skrtel, Dorica and Svento at the back. Hrušovský, the one player booked in that half. Kucka and Hamšík, Mack and Weiser out wide, Duris leading the line up front. And I think the one thing we know, John Harton, from the way Duris played in that first half, Ashley Williams could have a few bruises tomorrow.
Well, yes, he's putting himself about, Rob, but that's all he's doing. He's been no threat.
Williams picks up the ball, trying to find Ramsey.
Any particular runs, Rob, in behind the Wales defence, and I think at this moment in time Williams will be fairly happy with the way Duris is playing.
Oh, Ramsey gets down on the far touchline, but Wales have retained possession. Johnny Williams, who actually started his international career playing for Wales under 15s, and his first game was against Slovakia. Allen wide to Gunter, who's levelled the Slovakian penalty. I tried to play it inside first time. Ramsey just beaten to it, but wins it back on the byline. Now referee has given a free kick. The Welsh fans who were at that end, the vast majority of them, were unhappy with that decision by Sven Odvar Moon. But it is a Slovakian free kick just inside their penalty area, the left edge, and it's Wales 1, Slovakia 0.
The referee's made some strange decisions. I think Neil Taylor's lucky not to have seen red. I think Johnny Williams should have had a penalty, blatant elbow by Skrtel in the first half. So, two strange ones today from the referee, I have to say.
No doubt about the foul there by James Chester on Durish. As Skrtel goes wide on this near side to Kucka. Kucka plays it forward, looking for Durish. Williams got in there, Ashley Williams, and then Ramsey cleverly nicks the ball past the defender. Bale picks up the ball from Ramsey. Ramsey tries to play it through first time to Johnny Williams, and then he takes down Skirtle. I think he actually slipped then, and Skirtle helps Ramsey up. No hard feelings. 3 minutes gone in the second half. 1-0. Third meeting between these two sides, all in the European Championships in the qualifiers. In 2006, Wales were hammered 5-1 at home by Slovakia. And then they went back to Slovakia later in the group and won 5-2. And Craig Bellamy played one of the best games I've ever seen by an international.
Well, Craig was terrific for Wales. What he offered Wales in terms of his pace and his ability, and he played till really, really late in his career. It's a shame Craig is not out there as part of this group, because he's one of the players over the years. We spoke about all the great players. He certainly comes into that category. But there's a lot of people debating, Rob, whether the Slovakia goalkeeper should have done better for Gareth Bale's goal.
And what do you think?
I think there was so much precision and dip, and with so much power on it, I think it's outdone the goalkeeper. I think he's been done low down on his right side. And as I said, there's just so much power on the shot. I'm not too sure whether he can go down the line of blaming the goalkeeper there, personally.
Free kick to Wales on halfway. Davis takes it back to Williams. The captain, the leader of this team, his 60th cap tonight. Played away from the Slovakian left-back position, but it's up for a throw-in to Wales. Trento couldn't keep it in. And Ashley Williams is the 16th Welshman to reach 60 caps. Of course, he's still got a way to catch Chris Gunter, who is the most capped Welsh player on that pitch with 68 caps. Phenomenal achievement, and Chris Gunter has just won a corner from a throw-in. He forced Durica to head the ball out for a throw-in. Nowhere else for him to go. It was a really well-directed throw-in, wasn't it? And Ramsey gets a huge ovation from the Welsh fans as he goes over to the right-hand side. Second goal now for Wales would really set this place. Ramsey from the right-hand side. Goalkeeper collected. Kuratic was strong then in the fluorescent lime kit.
He gave a foul against the referee there. Although the referee gave a foul against the goalkeeper there, although the goalkeeper came and took it really, really confidently.
So Duracic clears. 18 clean sheets in 36 matches this season, but it's for his club Pletzham. He's conceded today. Chester Hurdley plays the ball back to Ward, and Ward shows a bit of confidence, sending Weiss the wrong way to clear left-footed over halfway, and it's headed out for a Wales throw-in. And Danny Ward will be pretty comfortable with his performance so far. There'll be delight at Wrexham, former Wrexham player, and of course Dean Saunders, when he was Wrexham manager, sent Danny Ward off to Tamworth, so they can claim a Welsh international now. Ball is launched up to halfway. Edwards heads it out. What about Dave Edwards in the Joe Ledley role? We saw Joe Ledley out on the pitch at half-time, recovering from that broken leg barely a month ago. Has Edwards filled in well, John Hartson?
Absolutely. He hasn't put a foot wrong. I think he's been a presence in there. He's kept the ball. He's defended. He's got back when he's had to. And the fact that we haven't mentioned him that much, Rob, just tells you how well he's doing.
Williams slipped in as he tried to intercept a through ball, but Davis was covering, as you expect with a three-man centre-back defence. Hamsik plays the ball forward, looking for Kutska, but it's dribbled away by Johnny Williams, who shows it to Kutska and then drifts inside Petka, and then Kutska brings down Williams. Now that was a pretty hefty challenge. The two Mohican-haired midfield players, Hamsik and Kutska, Well, Williams is still down. That was a blatant check, John Hartson.
Yeah, it was. And again, the referee, hold on a minute, he's having a strong word with Kuska, but again, no cards. Johnny Williams, he's been in the boards, he's been elbowed in the head by Skirtle. He's just been kicked by Kuska, gets himself back up. Heart of a lion, little Johnny Williams.
And he's knee high to a grasshopper, isn't he? But he's had his injury problems, of course, but I keep saying it, in Sweden last week, he was the subject of some awful challenges. Just kept getting up. Ball clipped forward for Bale to chase. He's got two Slovak defenders with him. He tries to stretch around Martin Skirtle. Skirtle's fallen on him. We wait to see whether Bale gets up, and he's helped up by the Slovakian captain. A sigh of relief and a round of applause from the Wales fans. We all held our breath then.
Two big strapping centre backs landed on Gareth Bale. We waited in anticipation. If he gets up, yes, he's back on his feet.
Most expensive cushion you'll ever have. Wales have possession again with Gunter. Solid in the right wing back row. Back to Ward. Ward goes left to Davis. 1-0 Wales. Davis, diagonal ball looking for Gunter. Will he get there? He does. On that far side. Header inside for Bale. Hamshik was alert then, right across there before the goal scorer had chance to get in full stride. And the Welsh fans are in good voice, and why shouldn't they be? And the flags from all over Wales. It really is a picture, a historic picture at that for Welsh football. Oh, good ball forward. Mack is in and drives it over the bar. He moved in from the right hand side. It was a piercing ball through the Welsh defence. He hit it left footed and it fired over the ball, and Neil Taylor momentarily was left adrift then.
Yeah, he was. It was poor from Neil Taylor. He shouldn't be in that position because he's looking right across the line at his other defenders. One, he let Mack run across him, and two, I think Taylor could have possibly stepped up and let Mack run offside. But anyway, a lesson there for Taylor. But get back on it, get back to concentration levels.
Yeah, there's still good 35 minutes to go. Davis is hurried, but he does well to find Taylor on halfway. Ramsey's made a run through the middle of the Slovak defence. Header, did score a header in Israel, but that time it looped up harmlessly for Kozacic to collect, and Wales still lead 1-0 on 5 Live and BBC Radio Wales. A simulcast at Euro 2016. Group B's first game, England-Russia to follow on 5 Live. Call Rob on Radio Wales 03700 100 110. And of course tomorrow, 5 Live commentary on Northern Ireland against Poland. Every kick here on the BBC. Weiss drives through the middle, but Chester steps in, and then Ramsey is cool to deliver a back heel to Williams. Williams ferries the ball across halfway. Allen takes over. Gunter and that stretch of sunlight on the far side. Williams took a while to control that, but he forces Gurica to slide in and concede a Wales throw. 1-0.
Yeah, Dave Edwards, Rob, at the minute is down. Looks as if he needs a bit of treatment. Slight concern. You've got the physio in the technical area. Chris Coleman is out there. He's not put a foot wrong as Dave Edwards, but hold on a minute.
Well, of course, he had a metatarsal injury, didn't he, in January, and he was fighting a battle. He really feared that he wouldn't even make the squad, let alone the starting lineup.
Yeah, he's jogged away, Robin, a little bit gingerly, but he's up on his feet.
And that means Joe Ledley, one of the cult heroes of this Welsh side, warms up. An extraordinary comeback he's made. Throw in taken to Allen. Allen lobs it across. Bale header, and the goalkeeper just palms it away. Kozacic, I thought he made a bit of a meal of that, but maybe it was sneaking inside the far post. Bale headed it down from 10 yards. Kozacic went flying to his right.
Yeah, he had to get across really, really quickly. Just waiting to see the replay to see how much actual power Gareth got on the header.
So both sides have opened up their respective defences in the second half in Bordeaux, but Wales lead 1-0. Gareth Bale moving ahead of Craig Bellamy in the all-time Welsh goal-scoring list. He's now only 2 goals behind Dean Saunders. who's on 22. Chester over halfway for Wales, wide to Gunter on the right hand side. Gunter looks for the runner Williams, he darts there, Durica gets there ahead of him, and Williams steps in, then he goes tumbling right in front of the linesman, but no foul, and that will be a Slovakian throw-in, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he was trying desperately then, little Johnny, for a foul, wasn't he? Oh, he gets back,
gives
a foul
revenge,
away.
I think. This time it was on Svento, Dusan Svento of Cologne, although he seems to be on his way back to Slavia Prague.
I think it's important, Rob, that the Wales players now keep their discipline. We don't want players on yellow cards. Remember, this, if we get through and we get through the group and we progress, we don't want to be getting into the last 16, possibly last 8, with player suspensions on
calm down, John. Last 16, last 8.
Well, I'm very optimistic, Rob, as a person, you know that.
It's been an encouraging start so far. It's 1-0. Edwards restored to health, puts pressure on Hamsik, drives her onto this near side, just puts her foot in. Hamsik thought it was a free kick. Again, the assistant was right there, didn't flag. And Slovakia are about to make their first change. And let's get an update on the cricket with Pat Murphy.
101 for 3 England. The lead is 229. Hales 39. Bairstow 32. The odd ball keeping low here. The lights are on. We're going to be going for about another 15 minutes or so. You're not enjoying this too much, are you, Rob and John?
Not half.
Nemec has come on, Adam Nemec. In fact, it's a double change for Slovakia because Duda is on.
I'm surprised Duris has even played 58 minutes. I don't know where. He was awful in that first half for Slovakia. Offered nothing.
Wales have to move the ball away from their own danger zone at the moment. So Andrzej Duda of Legia Warsaw is on in the midfield, and Adam Nemec of Willem.
Nemec looks a unit, Rob. He looks a big lump of a lad, so I think you may see a few long balls now coming in, being a bit more direct. Slovakia playing a bit more direct, getting the likes of Weiss and Hamsik in and around him.
They've made their move on the hour mark. It's Ramsey tries to keep pace with Mack. Oh, the chance here, and a Slovakian have scored, and it's the substitute Duda who's made an immediate impact. The run was by Mack. He scythed inside the Wales penalty area, squared it, and Duda left Ward helpless. Hour gone. Wales won, Slovakia won.
It's a good goal from a Slovakian point of view. But Wales defending, they will rue the defending. I have to say, he was allowed to come inside. Duda kept running and running the substitute, and he slots it past Ward with his left foot, past down low towards left-hand corner. Not much of a chance for the goalkeeper, but he was allowed to run an awful long way inside under no challenge from the Wales players. A disappointing goal, Rob, to give away from a Wales point of view.
What an impact by the substitute, on for seconds. And Andrzej Duda, 21-year-old Legia Warsaw player, is the first player since Pele to score against Wales in a major tournament finals. Whatever happened to him?
Duda, I have to say, Rob, great goal from him, showed great strength, kept going. Of course, he had plenty of energy levels. He's just come on the pitch.
Here comes Weiss, who is side down by Edwards, and that is a free kick. And then Williams is, I think there was an accidental collision with Kutska, and Wales are under pressure here, and all their first half good work. It's not all undone yet, but this is within firing range. And Slovakia's fans find their voice. It's 1-1 in Group B here in Bordeaux.
Weiss over the ball with Hamsik. It's going to be one of the two of them.
And the wall, well, it's just to the right of the D, and it's a yard or so inside the Welsh penalty area. Danny Ward prowls his goal line.
He looks in a bit of bother, Ashley Williams, and if it's a dead leg.
Weiss will hit it right-footed, handshake left. It's Weiss who steps up and fires it over the ball into the Slovak fans. 1-1.
That'll do. Wales just take a couple of minutes. Danny Ward, take your time with a goal kick. Settle down. Just conceded a goal. Ashley Williams looks as if he's struggling.
It is a worry for Ashley Williams, the captain. He won't want to go off. You usually have to drag him off. But he's not in the best of health there. He's limping back to his position. As behind him, and behind Danny Ward taking the goal kick, the Slovakia fans really do find their voice now. Their team are back in this. And Wales were keen that nobody should underrate them. Nobody should write them off as also-rans in this group, and they're showing why. And here comes Mack, who's seen more of the ball in the opening 20 minutes of this half than he did maybe in the whole of the first half. He's run at Taylor and Davis on the left side of the Wales defence again. There's been a wicket at the cricket. Pat Murphy.
Bairstow is out. He's been bowled for 32 by Praddy, his third wicket, trying to clip it through mid-wicket in between bat and pad. Night watchman Finn is in now. 102 for 4, the lead 230.
Commentary continues on 5 Live Sport Extra here on 5 Live and Radio Wales. It's all square in Bordeaux. Wales 1, Slovakia 1. Bale for Wales and Duda for Slovakia, who come again. Long range shot. Ward has to dive for that one, and Chester, well, he had to head it behind for a corner because Ward parried it right into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, they're taking control now, Slovakia.
Corner taken, Ward takes it. That'll do his confidence a bit of good. And Wales just have to get back the control they had for much of the opening 45 minutes, John Hartson.
A little spell of possession will do them the world of good. Now the likes of Allen, Edwards, can we get the ball? Yes, Slovakia are in the ascendancy. They're confident. They've just clawed themselves back into this game.
I think there may be a change in the offing. I think I saw how Robson-Kanu dashed down the tunnel with his shirt off. And Wales are having to defend again. Ball lobbed forward by the substitute Nemetz, looking for Mack. Taylor comes away with it after Ward collected. Ramsey drops deep, and Taylor goes back to the 22-year-old Liverpool goalkeeper, beaten by Andre Duda's almost his first touch. And it's put this game right back in the melting pot. And I suppose the people who are cheering this most, as much as anyone, John Hartson, the England and Russia fans.
But yes, I think the draw suits the other two teams, Russia and England, who play later on. But credit to Slovakia. They come from a goal down. They came out in the second half. They've had a real go. Wales really have not really got started in the second period.
Mack on the ball for Slovakia, running forward again. Much of the game now being played in the Wales half. Mack once more inside inside right position, cleared away by the Welsh defence. Bale gives chase, and Wales are about to make a substitute change, and it's Joe Ledley. Extraordinary, really. Fractured a fibula on May the 7th, broke a leg to you and I, John. And he's going to come on now, but he'll have to wait. Wales have to defend this first. Pekarik crosses from the right-hand side. Ward comes for it, punches not too convincingly. Edwards heads it out to the left-hand side. Taylor should be able to clear downfield, but there's no red shirt upfield, and it's picked up by Skirtle, and Ledley must wait. Skirtle back inside the Durica. These are really testing times for Wales now, midway through the second half. 1-1, and they're on the back foot. Durica once more inside the centre circle. Ramsey tries to put pressure on the ball. There's going to be a double change by Wales. Howell Robson-Kanu who's also had his injury problems but declared himself 100% fit, is also ready to come on as we approach the midway point in the second half. 1-1 in Bordeaux in Group B. Vice picks up the ball left side. 20 yards from the Wales penalty area. Mack tries a slap shot over the bar. Ward knocks that one over too. So Joe Ledley will step onto the field for the first time since early May. And we've watched with almost incredulity at his recovery from a broken leg, John Hartson.
Miraculous recovery from Joe Ledley. Credit to him. He's obviously a quick healer, but saying that, he's had to work extremely hard. I always felt if he got himself anywhere near fit, then Chris Coleman, he was a must pick for Chris, and fantastic in the qualifiers, and great to see Joe coming on here with just over 20 minutes to go.
Now, Hal Robson-Kanu is coming on, but who's coming off? Is it Aaron Ramsey? It appears to be. Ramsey's walking away. I don't think he can quite believe it. No, it's not. Robson-Kanu is pointing to Ramsey to stay there. I think he's put the wrong number up, the fourth official. I think he meant it to be Johnny Williams, I would guess. Mr. Kulbakov of Bulgaria. And Ocean Roberts runs out. The Chris Coleman assistant to check the correct substitution is made. Hal Robson-Kanu will have to wait. Really trying times for Wales.
It's important, Rob, if Wales don't go on and win the game, it's imperative they don't lose it.
Oh, Bale is tripped as he went to put pressure on the goalkeeper. He and Skirtle collided with each other. Don't know how much was in it. Slovakia move forward, all blue strip, left to right. Davis in strongly, breaks a Hamšík. Hamšík to Kucka. Hamšík again, pulling the strings from the centre circle. His side in the ascendancy on 5 Live on Radio Wales. Pekarik to Mack, who's turning Ben Davis one way then the other, tries to play a 1-2 with Vice. Vice tried to bring in Pekarik once more, cleared away by Taylor, not too well though, but Svento was high enough upfield to retain possession for Slovakia. Wrong by Durica until Gunter steps in, and Andre Duda was on the field for 52 seconds after coming on as a substitute. The fastest European Championship goal by a replacement in 12 years. That's one to tell the grandchildren all about. And it is Johnny Williams making way for Hal Robson-Kanu. John Hartson, how has Johnny Williams coped?
He's done excellent, Johnny. He's been a constant threat. Should have had a penalty for me. I thought he was elbowed in the first half by Skirtle. He's took a lot of punishment off the Slovakia players. Unjustified, really, because the referee's not given many fouls for him. But he's kept going, he's picked himself up, and I'm sure he'll be delighted with the 70 minutes that he's been on.
So Robson-Kanu really in the shop window. He's leaving Reading this summer. As Slovakia tried to wriggle their way down the Wales right. Allen clears, but not too convincingly. Sliced off his right shin. Out for another Slovakian throw. Hamšík switches play to Skirtle. Skirtle forward. Allen stepped in. Substitute Duda got there. Ball through the middle. Davis collects. Ledley header out to Taylor. They're really pushing high and pressurising Wales into mistakes, John.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Well, it's all been about Slovakia, Rob, in the second half. I think they've come out with a real intent, and since they took the striker off, Duris, they've improved, they've got better, there's been a bit more movement up front. And it's Slovakia that are playing all the football here. Wales just seem to be holding on slightly, but it's a long time to go in this game. Another 18 minutes with added on time.
Tense minutes. The Wales fans are silent for the moment. Normally times like this they pipe up with the Welsh national anthem. Long ball through to Nemetz. Headed it down for Allen to clear. Little touch by Kucka. They're showing real confidence now, Slovakia. They're back in this game, but Ledley intercepts and looks for his former Cardiff clubmate Gunter. Bale, hardly seen him on the ball in this second half. He's got to run down the right hand side. Bale almost got past Hamšík, but there were defenders there, and for once the Slovakian pass goes astray. 1-1, really tense, John Harton.
Yeah, it is, and that's the one time really in the game Gareth has really opened his legs and sort of stretched the opposition. I know it's difficult when you're up there and he's trying to be a target for the rest of his players, but you know, he's now in a more withdrawn role. He's in behind Hal Robson-Kanu now.
This is Robson-Kanu now, left hand side, cross into Ramsey, header over the bar from 6 yards. Cross came in from the right. Ramsey, who, as I said earlier, did score a header against Israel in the qualifying campaign.
Great ball from Hal Robson-Kanu, picks him out, and Aaron Ramsey just jumps, just takes off a little bit too early. Just doesn't quite time his jump well enough. He should be scoring, but he's headed it over the bar. Just felt he's just in half a second early.
Rolling back the years, John, you would have relished that one.
I'm glad you think so, Rob. I'm glad you think so, but my day's gone now.
I know so. 1-1. John Harton's day is gone. How will Wales' day go here now? There's no doubt they're on the back foot, but Allen intercepts well on the right-hand side. Now, chance to break from his own half. He has Ramsey on the right. Hal Robson-Kanu forward. Robson-Kanu gives it to Ramsey. Bale just waits deep as Ramsey makes progress. Gunders overlapping. Ramsey cross into the middle, and Kozacic collects.
Better from Wales though, last couple of minutes. Joe Allen released himself from the back, but he's got to get back in. Joe's got to get back in, just to give that back three the cover, just in front of the defensive area there. Joe Allen, he's got himself back in.
And they're really slugging it out now. And the ball breaks to Nemeth, but can't find the blue shirt with it, and it'll be headed out for a goal kick. Let's find out what's happening in the cricket. Pat Murphy.
It's over for the day. It's been a bowler's day. All out to Sri Lanka 288. England building on the lead of 128, lead by 237. The night watch from Finn is on 6. Did a good job at the end. Hales is on 41.
Here in Bordeaux, the Wales fans are rising to help their side. They need it at the moment. It's 1-1. But they're second best in this second half after Gareth Bale's 20th goal of the season. Stunning free kick put them ahead on 10 minutes. All going well until the entry of Ondrej Duda, who scored after just 52 seconds as a substitute. Now Bale runs at the Slovak defence, this time on the left hand side. Tried to pick out Joe Ledley, who is further advanced, but overhits the pass and out for a goal kick.
Well, Gareth Bale now can get himself on the ball and he can start dictating play. You know, he's playing in a just off Hal Robson role, just off the front. So that's what Wales need to do now if they're going to go on and win the game. Certainly they need Gareth with them, give him the opportunities to run at the Slovakian defenders. Now we've got another target man in Hal Robson-Kanu up top for us.
You'll hear the strains of Henlav and Hadai. These Welsh fans know their side needs some support. Skirtle was wrestling with Hal Robson-Kanu then. Got the go-ahead though. Hamšík. Wide to Svento just inside his own half. Bale is definitely more withdrawn now with Robson-Kanu to lead the line. Ramsey nicks the ball on the right-hand side away from Svento. But it's Durica who gets across there. Chester looked as if he was being bundled into while he was in the air, and he was. He looks up as he lies on the ground, wins the free kick, 1-1.
Rob, this is by nowhere near a bad result, by the way. We played ever so well in the first half, and we've not been at the same level in the second half. But as I said 10 minutes ago, it's important now we don't lose this game. We stay solid at the back. Still got Davis, Williams and Chester defending for us. Imperative now we take something from this game. Let's finish the game strong.
Martin Skirtle looks as if he's got a bit of cramp. He stayed down for a while then. The Slovakian captain, as Wales have a throw to Bale. Bale tries to go past Hamsik. They won't handball. Hamsik probably sat on the ball. He's only a few yards outside the Slovakian penalty area. Allen. Bundled into again by Robert Mack. And Mack gets a booking. Well, we'll say this, John Harton. They know the tricks of the trade, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They're very physical, but we knew they would be. And the referee, as I said, he let a field go in that first half. Neil Taylor being one of them. Skirtle was lucky. I felt it was an elbow on Williams. And a booking there to Mack.
Now in front of their own fans, Wales have a free kick. 30 yards from the penalty area, inside left position. The big men have gone up from the back. Ramsey will float it in right-footed. Keeper comes up and got there well, actually. Kozacic. Allen is sprinting back to his own half to collect possession. Lays it back to Danny Ward, all in green. He'll take his time and launch it forward. Robson-Kanu is the target. Just wrestled down. Free kick, Wales.
Play Hal Robson-Kanu. That's what you need to do. You can't win it cleanly. Win a foul for your team. Another dangerous position here. Gareth Bale over the ball.
Durica was the man. And Bale is stood over this. It's an awful long way out. It must be 35 yards. But when you're the most expensive footballer in the planet, and you've got 2 Champions League winners' medals in the last 3 years, I don't suppose anything phases you too much.
Rob, do you know what the crazy thing is? We all expect him to score. No pressure.
So Bale steps up. He's an awful long way out. He's got that serious look about him. Steps up, hits it left-footed, goes past the wall and bounces into the hand of the perfectly placed Kozacic. 1-1, and we're approaching the last 10 minutes of what is now a really tense encounter in Bordeaux. One mistake now, John Hartson. Ramsey dragged down by Weiss.
Yellow card, cynical.
Gunter wants to take it quickly. Weiss is holding on to it.
Deliberate
Weiss
foul there, just stop
booked.
Aaron Ramsey in his tracks. Weiss would say that's one for the team.
One for the team, yeah.
Absolutely.
Approaching the last 10 minutes on BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live. This Group B encounter, the opening game, 1-1 between Wales and Slovakia. Bale, the goal scorer for Wales. Duda for Slovakia. Ledley. Wide to Davis, inside the Slovakian half. Goes back to his captain, Williams. One of only 3 Welsh players in their own half. The other one's Chester, who steps over halfway. Ledley wants it square. Bale is deep, but Ledley picks up Ramsey. Ramsey towards Skirtle, heads of the box. Robson-Kanu shoots! He scuffed it! But it's the best scuff you will ever see, because it's Wales 2, Slovakia 1. How Robson-Kanu! Slovakia sub-scored, and Robson-Kanu has followed suit.
They all count, Rob. They all count. He's mishit it. But what a substitution from Chris Coleman. Brings on Hal Robson-Kanu for Johnny Williams. One of his first touches. He puts Wales into the lead against the run of play, I have to say. Saying that, Aaron Ramsey had a great chance 5 minutes before. But Hal Robson-Kanu, fantastic. Wales 2-1 up.
And your voice is as bad as mine was in the first half, John.
It's gone.
It's spreading. It's 2-1. You do recover.
Rob, me and you were just saying, can Wales hold on? Can they hold on for a draw? Slovakia have had the lion's share of the second half, but hopefully now, can Wales hold on for a win?
And let's hope the larynxes hold on as well. It's 2-1 Wales with 8 minutes to go, and suddenly the atmosphere has changed again. And those Welsh fans had a perfect view. Hal Robson-Kanu, who scored a goal in qualifying, but he will never score a more important goal than that one. Bale now being dragged back, being held. Goes to ground.
Who says this Welsh team, Rob?
Who
says this Welsh team haven't got character? Who says that? They've got character. 1-0 up, 1-1. Slovakia on top. Wales, character, spirit, brilliant. I know it's not over yet, but fantastic from this young Welsh team.
The red fans are bouncing in Bordeaux. Weiss is replaced for Slovakia. Maybe the last throw of the dice for them. Miroslav Stoch is on, and Wales are in sight of an historic victory, but there's still time for Slovakia to come back. Ramsey makes a run forward down the left hand side, and Skirtle waits for it to go out for a goal kick. And scenes that many of us thought we would never see. Welsh football experience. Allen heads it on to the hero, Hal Robson-Kanu. He turns against the Slovakian midfield, picked up by Duda, whose goal seems an age away now. But here they come again. Hamsik up to Nemetz, blasts Joe Allen in the face, but the beard protected him that time. Bale, little headed down, looking for Hal Robson-Kanu. Given away though to Taylor. Ramsey's made a run down the left. Robson-Kanu holds it up for Bale. Touch back to the Galactico. Bale, what a ball to Ramsey! Into the penalty area, couldn't quite hold it. And then he goes tumbling. I don't think he's going to get a foul for that. And it's still 2-1.
He has covered every blade of grass this afternoon as Aaron Ramsey.
6 minutes to go. Ward has to come to the edge of his penalty area.
Take your time,
and collect the head of
time. Lay on it. Lay on the ball. Take your time. Be clever. Don't do that. He's thrown it out.
Former Wales assistant manager John Hartson. Oh, and Taylor thought he was fouled.
See if Danny Ward just holds on to that ball. There is no rush. Ref's not going to pull him up on it. Give the lad 3 or 4 seconds. Be clever now in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Be streetwise.
2-1. I said it could be emotional. Hamsik looks it away through the packed Welsh defence. Stock, the substitute, ferries it out to the right hand side. Pekarek is always keen to get forward. Inside to Kutska. Back to Skirtle. Kutska drives forward, but he's given the ball away to Gunter. Gunter will just touch it back to Ward. Ward will clear over halfway. Robson-Kanu jumps for it and wins the header. Breaks for Skirtle. The Liverpool veteran just touches it forward. Inside the last 5 minutes, Duda, the substitute again, runs at Allen. He's 10 yards from the Wales penalty area. Mack came across, couldn't control it. Hamsik on the left hand side, crossing from that left side. Header hits the post, and then Williams is on the deck. It was Nemetz. Ward was beaten, but the woodwork saved him.
Is it our day, Rob? It's our day, surely. Wow, what a slice of luck there we had. Nemetz flew himself at the ball. Good header, and it smashes the right hand post of Danny Ward. What a big slice of luck for the Welsh team.
It was. Here comes Slovakia again. The Wales fans doing their best to give support. Stoch, the substitute, I thought he'd given the ball away, but Pekarek gets back. Skirtle now crosses into the box. Gunter comes across on the right hand side, heads it out only as far as Kutska. Kutska inside to Mack. Mack has Duda there, robbed by Ledley, and it breaks to Bale, and Bale has got an awful lot of space in front of him. He's over halfway, he's running at Durica. Bale slides it to Ramsey. Ramsey into the penalty area. Oh, he should have shot, maybe. Holds it up for Bale, left side. Bale runs into traffic. Corner, Wales.
Oh, well, I just think to myself, Gareth, very unselfish, but Cuddy took it on and got a shot in himself. You know, he's used his pace, knock it past the defender, and he's got that enough about. He's got enough energy and plays it to Aaron Ramsey, who in the end we get a corner anyway. What,
inside
3 minutes
the last
on the
3 minutes on Radio Wales and 5 Live. It's Wales 2, Slovakia 1. Corner from Ramsey on the left-hand side, drives it in low, easily clipped away, only as far as Davis. 5 yards inside the Slovakia half, left of the centre circle. Goes back to the captain Williams, who seems to be back to full health. He fires it out of Gunter right side, intercepted by Svento, but he only heads it out for a throw-in, and Wales will take an age over this. And Chris Coleman decides defensive reinforcements are needed, and this time number 10 of Aaron Ramsey will stroll off. Jazz Richards will come on. Ramsey gets huge applause for one of his best Wales performances.
Totally agree, Rob. And it's just a tactical substitution. It's just a waste of 2 seconds from Chris Coleman. Jazz Richards, former Swansea, former Fulham full-back, comes on, and Aaron Ramsey gets a massive round of applause from the Welsh fans, and rightly so. He's covered every blade of grass today as Aaron Ramsey.
Meanwhile, Robson Kanu is battling for possession, but it goes out for a goal kick. Now, can Wales hold on? We're into the last 2 minutes. There'll be, I would have thought, 3 minutes at least of added time with all the substitutions. Slovakia come again with Kucka back to Hamšík, midway inside the Wales half. Picks out Mack. Hamšík again, the star of Slovakia. Taylor is left by Pekarik. Mack into the penalty area, but Williams was right behind him, and the Wales captain comes to the near corner flag and drives it downfield. Chris Coleman gives him a round of applause. He's on the brink of his most famous win as player or manager is Chris Coleman. It's 2-1. The clock says 89 minutes gone here in Bordeaux. What an opening game for Wales, but there's still work to do. Doritza plays it forward. Williams heads it down. Gunter clears it away. It breaks to Bale. It's Bale and Robson Kanu against Skurdle and Doritza. Bale takes it on after the penalty area, drives it. Keeper saves. May break for Bale again. This time he slid in and brought down Pekarik. 2-1. Radio Wales and 5 Live. What a nail biter this is. Stoch across field inside the Wales half. Lovely dummy by Duda. Brings in Mack. Stoch has made a run to the edge of the Wales penalty area down this near side. The Wales left. Lay back to Hamšík. Hamšík crosses in. Gunter heads it away. And it's blasted over by Robert Mack on the volley from 15 yards. That'll do, John.
That'll do. Now we be streetwise. Now we take our time. 4 minutes on the clock. Added time on.
4 minutes for history to be made. Everybody wondered just how Wales would do in this European Championships. Their form leading up to it has been abysmal, really. 1 win in the last 7, no wins in the last 4 friendlies. Conceded 8 goals in the last 4 friendlies when they only conceded 4 during qualifying.
They have been robbed, but there's a bigger picture, and they've all stood up today. The substitutions, everybody involved. Chris's substitutions as well. The manager has been spot on. But a little bit of luck, which you always need. But 2 minutes to go?
Well, make that 3 minutes, John. Slovakia playing left to right, all blue. Nobody wants to start with the defeat. Hamšík across to Kucka, wide to Stock, who's operating on that left-hand side. The Wales fans rise again. Kucka eludes 2 challenges, can't get past Ben Davis, who wins the first tackle, and then the second as Skurdle flew in. Taylor gives Skurdle a nudge. He wasn't happy. They face up to each other. It's not really a fair fight. Skurdle's looking down, and Skurdle gets a yellow card. Just sufficiently late to catch Davis, wasn't he?
Yes, it was, and he's lucky. It's just a yellow. He's lucky that's just a yellow for me. But well done, Ben Davis. More importantly, we get a free kick, and we can take our time.
2 minutes of the added 4 to go. 58 years since Wales beat Hungary in a playoff game to reach the quarter-finals of the World Cup. The Welsh fans, many of them not born then, have had to wait so long, all the heartaches, all the disappointments, but this is making it all worthwhile as Bale heads the ball out for a Slovakian throw, but it's deep, deep in their territory. Skirtle plays it forward, Davis rises high, Bale heads it on again. He's just having to head it towards the cameraman at the moment, John.
Yes, he's just killing a bit of time. Skirtle in the right back area defensively for Slovakia. Now they chuck it forward up to Big Nemec.
Oh, Ledley pulled back the goal scorer Duda. This is Hamšík. Hamšík picks out Stoch. Richards is in front of him. Stoch switches play, but only to Bale. Bale heads it down and he'll give chase. Skirtle doesn't know when to stick or twist, and he's grateful to see it run out for a throw-in. We're into the last minute of the added 4 on Radio Wales and 5 Live. It's Wales 2, Slovakia 1, and the cheer will tell you that a long ball forward is collected by Danny Ward on his first full game for Wales. What an afternoon for him, what an afternoon for Welsh football. Can they hold on? Half a minute to go. Big clearance towards the Wales second goal scorer, Hal Robson-Kanu. Skirtle heads it down, picked up by Kucka. Kucka sprays it left. Hamšík takes over halfway. Long ball forward, and there was an offside flag up. Actually, Davis headed it behind for a corner, but Nemec was offside. John Hart.
How long is this ref playing, Rob?
Well, I make it 4 minutes are up now. 4 minutes are up now. That's what he said, a minimum of 4. And we await an explosion of noise. Oh, then the
he's just glided in
runs into Kucka. Surely a booking for that. Chris Coleman is waving to Danny Ward. Just knock it out for a throw. Ward clears. Referee looks at his watch. Wales have done it! They've arrived on the biggest stage, and they've shown they may be here for some time yet. History is made with a superb win over Slovakia. Gareth Bale delivered, and Hal Robson-Kanu made his presence felt in spectacular style. It's finished in Bordeaux, where the Welsh fans will paint the city red tonight. Wales 2, Slovakia 1.